We filled up our water. I think we're ready to go.
Right. Stop it! Let go!
Bad boys and girls that break curfew must be punished by the magistrate.
No way! We're going to look for Mommy and Daddy!
Leave these children to me. I'll see that they're properly disciplined.
Stay out of this.
Please, forgive these children. I will go and apologize in person to the magistrate on their behalf.
Hey. My...
Do you think that maybe I could have handled that better?
Hey, it worked, didn't it?
Thanks for saving us from those bad guys.
What are your names?
My name's Alf. My sister's Layla.
What happened to your mom and dad?
They got taken into the desert in the magistrate's big wagon. Someone told me they're going to look for Pharaoh.
Pharaoh?
Yeah.
What do you think they're planning on doing once they find him?
And using the townspeople to do their dirty work? It's despicable.
Hey, bro, are we gonna go look for... No, you're not. If you kids go into the desert, you'll die for sure. Judith! We'll look for your parents. You kids can't go out into the desert.
Really?
I don't lie.
Nope, fine by me. You're surprisingly agreeable.
His guild is guided by justice, after all. Thanks, everyone!
Here, take this. A glass bead?
It's a precious gem. It's our reward for taking the job.
Now that we've got...
Yeah.
But what concern is that the Empire is investigating Pharaoh.
Yuri?
I was just thinking about what the magistrate here could be planning. It's so strange that he'd be looking for Pharaoh. Though I guess it...
But they don't know that he's after Estelle yet, do they?
So why are they going after him then?
How should I know?
And we still don't know why there's a curfew in the town.
Anyway, first we should go to the...
Right. We can look into the mist...
If we don't rescue those kids' parents soon...
That's true.
So then, to get to the middle of the desert, we should go through here, right?
Yes, I think the parents of those children were probably...
All right.
There's no shame.
Never imagined it would be.
Nobody'd last long out here without the proper supplies.
What's with him?
Hey, old man. Aren't you hot?
Heck.
That love.
I feel like the temperature goes up every time somebody says the word.
We'll be fine, so long as we remember to keep our water well stocked.
Right.
The parents of those children are out there with no supplies whatsoever.
We do have Pharaoh to look for, but
Yes. Would it be alright if we took care of Alf and Layla's request?
you've more than.
Still.
Okay then, let's find their parents.
Was that Pharaoh?
Then he really is some.
Settle down. You'll get plenty of attention once we're done helping the...
Let's fill up our water. But this is. Ow! Ow! What an idiot.
Looks like this situation calls for a little extra help. Canteen filling.
Me now.
We need to make.
Right. If everyone's finished, let's go.
Better stop plodding along like a zombie, or
How are you and
Some people take pleasure in the suffering of others.
Why I.
Don't waste your energy.
That sort of heavy.
No?
By the way, why were you in this desert?
I used to live in a town up in the mountains to the north of here, together with my friend Baul. So, I sometimes came.
All the way to the desert?
Anyway,
Seriously, if we run...
We need to find something.
Yes.
Don't go drinking all...
Thanks!
hey, do you think.
and you say,
Yeah!
huh? The heat's gone.
Water!
Oh, Carol.
Wait up for old.
And here I thought they couldn't bear to...
Oh, I think I'm in hell. I thought we were really done for.
Hey now, gotta be tough.
Shut up. It'll be dangerous if we just keep going like this.
If we turn back now, though, we'll only disappoint those poor.
We've got to keep looking as long.
If we're lucky.
That's right. And with this spring, we shouldn't have any trouble.
If you've already eaten the poison, you may as well.
Yeah, you're right. We've come this far.
How about your water bottle, Carol?
Here.
Thanks, Judith.
Thanks.
Everybody else all set?
Yes.
All right, let's...
What the?
What are you doing, old...
You...
Huh? What is that?
It's Yuri. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
That's my line.
Quite so.
What's this?
A treasure that this chest?
I'm surprised you were able to find.
An adventurer's intuition is...
Intuition? Oh, but you can't make luck.
Seriously? Is that the treasure you're looking for?
Nah, this is just rubbish. Besides, finding treasure isn't my goal. It's recovering your memory, isn't it? And in order to do that, I need to find me grandfather's treasure, the Maristella.
Yeah? You still haven't
Unfortunately, no, but my journey's only just beginning.
She sure
I like that about her.
really.
Hey, if we keep chatting out here...
Definitely.
Patty, what? Shut up and...
Look!
Let's go.
Are you okay?
Do you feel...
You mean this woman?
Please, hold still.
Oh,
Thank you.
we're alive.
Please, it's nothing.
We'll have time to relax once we get you back alive.
What's the problem? Things will...
You're pretty crazy.
I'd like to thank you for saving us, but... Oh, please. Please. Come to Mantake so that I can pay you back for what you've...
Mantake? Wait,
Yes.
did you see our children back in Mantake?
Yes, we met them there.
They were worried about their mom and dad.
They were even going to come out into the desert to look for you.
Oh, this is terrible. We have...
Don't be so hasty.
Well, that is... No.
Then just calm down.
Aye, that's right. Just Hattie, I think that's taking it a little too far.
A bird.
It sounds close.
Sounds like a
So we'll get to meet him. It's about...
You two come.
Yes. Make sure to keep a safe distance. You'll want to...
Yes. Something isn't right.
That's not Pharaoh.
Yeah.
What the?
Using a decoy to
I've never seen a monster like...
That's not a monster.
If it's not a monster, what the hell?
Even Repeat's frightened. This can't be good.
Let's get out of here!
It's coming this way!
Damn. Looks out of the way, you two. What is this thing?
It's... gross!
I don't want to deal with it if we don't have to. Come on, guys. Fight!
vanished.
What's this? Rita. More simmering.
I'm afraid even I can't.
This isn't... What? That dragon from the Weasand of Kados. Go. And this can't be heaven. Where are we?
Good morning.
Don't you want a morning kiss? Oh, Yuri, are you feeling better now?
Yeah,
Yes, it would.
we all collapsed in the desert, right?
Seems like someone came to our aid.
Though we're not sure who. I wonder what kind of praiseworthy fellow could cross such a toasty desert and save so many people.
We need to find whoever it was and thank them.
What about the couple who was with us?
They appear to have been brought here as well.
So they didn't get a look at our rescuers either?
Apparently they lost consciousness like the rest of us. I believe the two of them are having a look around town.
I wonder, was it just a mirage?
What do you mean?
Oh, just before I blacked out, I saw that dragon that got the air under control back at Kados.
Really?
Yeah,
No, Then that monster must have saved us or something. A monster saved us?
was it just a mirage then? So what's the story? Where exactly are we?
A kindly gentleman is looking into that very matter for us.
Kindly gent...
There's no barrier here. I thought the mountains in the east were supposed to be uninhabited.
Rita, Carol, over.
What's that?
The monster that attacked us in the desert dropped it.
I didn't see any feathers on that thing.
That's one of Pharaoh's feathers.
But why would that.
Man,
Welcome back.
And just why was it up to me to go tromp?
If I'd gone, this sweet young lady would have been all alone with you. That's far too
Unsafe?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I think I'm gonna gag.
Suppose I don't mind people thinking. It seems we're in Jormungand. You know, that town from the diary on the ghost ship.
Wait, this is.
The town that needed the clear seal crystal to protect itself from monsters? It makes sense. They don't have a barrier here.
That must be why they were searching for a way to drive away the monsters.
But that was 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, and I find it strange that they were...
You're right.
What if we were to show this case to one of the locals?
Yes, we.
I agree. So I...
That box.
Do you know something about this box?
Launchy had it.
On a ship called the Atherum,
Of course. You know about the Atherum too?
Yes. We happened to come across it on the ocean.
Did you see Launchy?
And Launchy would be...
Oh, Launchy is my love.
your love.
You're hopeless. All that we saw was, the ship itself.
Oh, could I ask your name?
Oh, my name is Uafan.
That's the name that was in the diary. Perhaps she's a descendant with the same name?
Do you know about the clear seal crystal?
They say it has the power to drive back monsters. The sage said it was necessary to make a barrier around the town. Is that...
Yes.
Hey, could I have the box? Wow, is this the clear seal crystal? Looks like it.
It's so sparkly and glittery.
So who's that sage you were talking about earlier?
The sage is a great Critian who came to our town from across the desert. A Critian? Well, creating a barrier is basically creating a Blastia. Blastia? But we can make Blastia with current technology. There are people who do. You saw the Blastia at Emmead Hill in Kerbakram, but I don't think that sage guy is the one. I'm sorry. I don't really understand. But the sage said that the clear CL crystal was neat so long
3 years, huh? You must be worried.
Wait, this...
Yeah, the story's...
You'd think she could have miscounted by 1,000 years?
How old is she?
The same thing could have happened 3 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, probably.
They say that history repeats.
Is that sage in this town? Oh, yes. He lives in the house farthest into the town.
I think it might be faster if we went to talk to the sage.
Yes, maybe so.
If you're going there, could you take...
Yes,
Thank you very... Okay, let's...
Here.
Excuse me.
Huh? Hey, you're...
Who exactly?
We've run into each other a couple times.
You?
What do you mean, how?
I see. And yet, how did you... No matter.
We're a little curious about this.
This must have cost you dearly to obtain.
Actually, it just sort of landed...
That was quite a miracle.
You're planning on making a barrier Blastia, aren't you? You're free to go pretending you're a sage, but forget about making any Blastia. Who would even consider building a barrier Blastia with something that's so obviously not a core?
But it is a solid mass of air. It simply lacks an inscribed formula.
Lacks an inscribed formula? What do you mean?
They are most commonly known as apatheia, of which the clear CL crystal is one example.
So this is an apatheia?
That the treasure you've been looking for, old man?
Also, I am not the sage.
Huh?
No such being exists any longer.
That's a problem. We'll need to get that back from you in that case.
Neither I nor humanity have a need for such a thing.
Whoa! What are you doing? Hold on a sec!
It's the same phenomenon we saw at Cave Mock!
Oh, man. Just when I found one.
The apatheia bring only chaos to humanity. They are better off returned to air.
Return to air? Is that really all you did just now?
It's still no reason to go smashing other people.
What kind of a person treats treasure so poorly?
Wasn't the clear CL crystal, the apatheia, needed to save this town from the monsters?
This town has no use for a barrier, and no need to be saved. This place has been granted everlasting calm.
Come to mention it, it is pretty quiet here.
But still, there are monsters like Pharaoh nearby.
How do you know of Pharaoh?
I'd ask you the same thing. You seem to know about him yourself.
Please, tell us what you know. Pharaoh referred to me as a poison.
I see.
You know something, don't you?
There is a being in this world who possesses a power the Entelikeia despise.
You mean... me?
This being is known as the Child of the Full Moon.
Child of the Full Moon. Like in the legend. By Entelikeia, you mean Pharaoh?
That is correct.
But what would the Entelikeia have against me? Against a child of the full moon? What is this power the child of the full moon possesses that they despise?
That answer lies only within the hearts of the Entelikeia themselves.
Which means I've got no choice but to find Pharaoh and ask him myself.
Do not be foolish. Meeting Pharaoh would end only in the death of the Child of the Full Moon.
But...
Estelle, give it a rest. Hey, Reggae, Jaeger from Ruinsgate talked about the Entelikeia earlier, didn't he?
Something about them being the ancient race that built Nordopolica.
So Pharaoh built Nordopolica? That doesn't seem...
Take your leave. There's nothing more for you here.
Wait, there's something I want to ask you too. What were you doing at that Air Crene? Just who are you? What is that sword of you?
Those matters exceed your comprehension. Do not ask of them again. Go. I have nothing more to say.
Where do you get off?
Rita.
Duke may have been the one that saved us in the desert.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go and thank him.
Hold up. He doesn't seem the type to do something like that.
You don't think so?
Just a hunch. You said that child of the full moon he mentioned was the sister of Brave Vesperia, right?
Yeah. Goddess who bathes this world in her golden light, you are named child. Your brother, Bravest, you remain bound to your mother, the earth.
Is there like a...
I'm not sure, but maybe it's more than just an old legend.
Remaining to protect the earth, huh?
Could protecting the Earth have anything to do with ruling over this world?
You mean like becoming the Emperor? If Estella's the child of the full moon, that would add up.
Which means all the previous emperors would have been on Pharaoh's hit list.
I've never heard of anything like that. This all sounds pretty complicated.
Yeah, I suppose it might be a bit too complicated for you, Patty.
It's too complicated for you too, old man.
Rita can explain it to you later.
Me? Shouldn't we be thinking more about what to do next? I'm gonna stay here. There are things I've got to investigate.
Investigate?
Clear seal crystals, Honestly, I have a few bones to pick with Mr. Warm and Fuzzy over there. If you're all going back, we'll have to say our goodbyes.
But...
Oh, that's too bad. I don't imagine the desert will be much fun on your own, but good luck.
Oh, that's right. I can't go anywhere.
We can afford to take a load off while she's checking things out, can't we? I'm pretty interested in Apatheia.
if we're going back into the desert, we need to take time to prepare. We don't want to keel over again.
That's true. How about we leave tomorrow? Rita, one day should be enough, right?
Shouldn't be a problem.
You're welcome.
Right. See...
I have nothing left to say to you.
You're not gonna follow him?
What's the point? He's...
So this was a complete waste?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Apatheia?
When the air crane went berserk, Jaeger was carrying this box. This box was what messed up...
You think the Apatheia...
Judging from the evidence, it could be a valid hypothesis.
So when the Blastia and Heliord was going out of control, and the air crane and
There may have been. Otherwise, maybe the Apatheia has been damaging the whole world's air, and a large distortion just happened.
I see.
It's really nothing more than a...
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
In science, you can Well, okay.
What are you gonna do now?
The next step after a hypothesis...
We weren't able to find...
Yeah, our first... What do you think? Should we go back to Dongrest?
That might be best, but Would you be okay with that, Yuri? And what about Estelle?
I'd be fine with it. As for Estelle, I'll leave that answer up to her.
All right.
This sure is a serene little town.
Huh? No guilds, no...
Yeah, but I think it's relaxing.
Yeah, but even so, I prefer Dawngrest.
That's how everyone is. Everybody prefers the place where they grew up.
You too, Yuri?
Well, yeah, sure.
But if we're gonna work together in brave Vesperia, we'll have to decide on a single place for our home base.
We could always make someplace new, you know.
Someplace new?
Yeah, you know, everyone thinks of Dawngrest as the Union City, but it's really Altosk City. It could be like that. Brave Vesperia could make it.
Brave Vesperia?
Well, either way, we've got a lot of jobs as a guild ahead of us before we can be thinking about things.
Yeah, now that you mention it, Nordopolica is Palestrali's city, isn't it?
Yeah, if you think...
Yeah, and Belia... Nordopolica. Wonder what sort of person Belia is.
So you weren't able to meet Pharaoh after all.
But I learned about some very important things. The child of the full moon.
But the only new thing we learned was what those words mean. As for the reason Pharaoh's trying to kill you...
But you heard what he was saying. If I go to meet Pharaoh, he'll just wipe me.
It looks like we'll never know the truth then.
After all, it's like I'm being told that I should just...
No, no way.
Maybe...
Huh?
Maybe what I'm trying so hard to figure out isn't really that important to know at all.
What do you mean?
If I'd never met you, Yuri, and I would have lived without ever... So maybe I could just go on living without knowing what...
So you're saying you should just go back to the cap?
I think that's
If that's what you want to do...
Yuri...
Our contract with you is null and void at this point, after all.
That's true.
It's just, I don't really like hypothetical situations. They're not real life, and I'm not too good at pretending to forget things that I already know. If you can do that...
Then I can't do that even. I have no...
You want to know the truth? That'd be a good summary of your situation.
Yes.
Gotcha. Hey, old man.
Hey there, youngin'.
Wrong. I just wouldn't...
Honestly, I could do...
Wrong again. If Brave Vesperia gets in the way of Altosk's work, we'll be apologizing...
What? You're too young.
It's a matter of Brave Vesperia being trustworthy.
We've still got time left until...
You sure?
Anyway, ain't about... If I got killed by some monster on the way there, but Brave Vesperia certain...
In that case, we collect your bones and a letter and deliver them as promised.
Oh, how kind of... Wait!
Anyway, just as long as you won't...
Nope.
Would you like a skewer?
Is it any good?
Why don't you try... It's my grandfather.
What?
I know everything there. That's how I figured out Ifrid was the one who told me my name was Patty.
Ifrid told you your name?
That's my oldest memory. Just remembering that fond look makes me feel all warm, and I don't know whether he's really my grandfather, but I feel that he was such an important...
I see.
But...
You're used to it, huh? Crying gets you nowhere? What? Even if you understand that in your head.
I'm more patient than...
Oh, yeah?
It's nothing. Things will work out. In any case, you need to eat up if you want to cheer up. Didn't I tell ya?
You're always out walking around.
Yes, I get...
That's unexpected.
You seem to have some problems staying put yourself.
I'm pretty restless myself.
That's not so unexpected, I think. Maybe it's the wanderlust coming back to me from when I used to fly around.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you going to look for Pharaoh by yourself?
Nah.
Oh, then...
Only a walk.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't it seem like we've been meeting this way a lot?
No. Must be your imagination.
glad you could make it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll be heading back too, right?
Yes. Thanks to your help, we've recovered. We were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all.
Just make sure you don't go wandering off.
How about us? I'm headed for the air crane and the Weasel, but I am curious about the Entelekea too.
I have the honored task of delivering this.
I'd like to meet Belius once. I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the...
Belius?
Yeah. Belius is the Duce of
You're friends with...
Huh?
It's Nordopolica for me too. I'm gonna see what Flynn has to say about those. That's assuming he's still in Nord.
I want to know why the Entelekea hate the... Which means I have to meet...
But there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica then? You're only looking to find out the reason you were attacked by the
Yeah.
I imagine Belius could tell you if you met with her.
Why? Because of the connection between the Entelekea and the Colosseum?
I do remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Entelekea of Nordopolica.
If we can believe anything he told us.
Well, we'll pass through the Wiesent of Katos on the way to see Belius.
True enough.
Right. First, let's get back to Mantake.
What about Patty?
If I remember correctly, there were some people in Nordopolica. I'll be fine, as long as I don't run into... As soon as I'm out in the open sea...
Then, will you come with us?
Hi! Didn't Belius only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
Yeah, we'll have to get a move on if we're going to see her. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
We performed marvelously!
Whew, we're finally here.
You're telling me...
Look, wonder if that means the curfew's been...
Kimor!
Easy now.
Indeed. We need to be...
Hurry, hurry, all aboard. Let's all enjoy a nice little tour of the desert, shall we?
But while we're gone, the children!
I promise riches to anyone who can bring me the remains of that giant... Then your children will be able to live it. Please, don't... Stop your whining. I told you vermin to get aboard. Now get moving.
That's just how we were sent into the desert.
Why don't they get on board themselves?
Because they must know just how dangerous this desert is. Just like what happened to us.
The giant winged monster must be Pharaoh!
Yeah.
Well, what are we gonna do? We can't just stand by and watch, can we?
I don't think it's a good idea to go right now.
I'm afraid that idiot isn't gonna listen to anything.
Then what should we do?
Carol, come here a sec.
What? Yeah, I could do that, but I need tools.
Yes, perhaps this will help.
How convenient. You guys better bail me out of this.
So you did pick that up?
Well, it was just lying there. I thought...
Whatever.
What's he doing?
Now about all we can do is...
What is it with these commoners? Circumore! Everyone What? Those who do their jobs slow... Circumore, please, If you'd like to stay here... Now be gone.
Carol, don't worry. That...
What's going on? Fix the blasted coach!
I've got to hand it to the little...
You did it.
My heart...
This won't do anything more than buy us some time, though. I think it's about all we can do at the moment.
We're still in the middle of our journey after all.
Yeah, Kat and Carol would start crying if we tried to tackle the knights head on.
How about we make ourselves scarce before people start getting too curious?
I suppose we'll be on our way then.
Yeah, I'm sure your kids will be so...
Thank you again.
Guess we should lay low at the inn for a while. Using...